Hi, I'm Rosa.
I'm Shan, and today we're going to help you understand the short story You Think I'm Mad, Miss? By Jamaican writer Olive Sr. So let's get right into this.
You think I'm mad, miss? You see me here with my full head of hair and my notebook and pencil. Never go to street without my stockings straight and shoes shine good, for so my mother did grow me.
The short story You Think I'm Madness is taken from her book Discerner of Hearts, which is a book published in 1995 and has 9 stories that present Jamaica as it is and as it was.
Olive Sr. herself stated, I was born and grew up in rural Jamaica. My major influence then was oral tradition, storytelling, heart preaching, praying and testifying, concerts, tea meetings, and so on. So much can be seen in You Think I'm Mad, Miss, which straight off the bat was an actual storytelling. It was a narrative, and it was strictly orality that was there and then. And her being Jamaica, it dealt with so many Jamaica, not only Jamaica but also a female. It dealt with so many issues that would happen in the 1990s. So let's pick apart this poem.
Hey, why your face make up so? Don't I look like somebody pick me? Don't I look like teacher? Say what? Say why I living on street then? Then is who tell you I living on street? See here, it's Sheraton I live.
First, we are going to look at language. As this is a West Indian literature classic, it is important to look at language because that is one of the most important things in West Indian literature. Now, although Senior uses first person narrative and the narrator, well, is presented as a mad woman, she's an educated mad woman. And you can see this in the way she changes her speech as she talks to different people. Sharon will explain more about this.
Olesina uses both dialect and standard English, and she uses it interchangeably between um, male or female or persons of a certain social status. And we see this when she talks to a lady and she's in the car and she said, hello, my sweet little darling. What do you have to give me today? I don't eat a thing from morning. Mother, I wouldn't tell you. And she goes on and she speaks strictly standard English towards this lady. And for others, she speaks daily, and we have to ask ourselves why. And it goes to show the social hierarchy within Jamaica.
I hope you were all listening because Shah just gave you a major tip on the examination of language in a West Indian literature classic. That's right, language can point to the class and social status of the narrator, as well in this situation as the person she's speaking to. And it also points to the hierarchy of language in Jamaica in 1995.
So, the next thing we're going to look at is mood. And the mood within this short story I saw was fun, witty, and also anger.
That's true, Shan. There is a very angry note to some of what she is saying. I also noticed that the anger comes closer to the middle of the story rather than the beginning. And also, she gets more angry as she speaks about certain people, including those people who have wronged her, like um, Watson, Thompson, whoever his name is. And also, Selda or Melda. Oh Lord, the girl, I forget she name. Anyway, the girl that do obey upon her. Also, she also comes to a place at the end of the story where the mood is very melancholy and pathetic as she asks God what she did that the whole world turned against her. So there are several different emotions expressed. Next, we're going to examine the themes that are found in this story.
And just the whole notion of her standing at that street light and she continually talked about it throughout the whole entire day, she meant that she had to get it out. And it also showed the role of the woman, and the woman is seen as passive, dependent, and submissive. And also the mad woman, which in terms leads to oppression and repression. And that was one of the key themes within all the senior You Think a Man Miss.
That's a great point, Sharon. Senior's writing is often known for conjuncting madness with suppression of self. She also did this in another story of hers called Case Against the Queen, which is one of her madness stories. But in this one, the suppression here is that she suppressed her need to be a passionate woman. Because of the times, it was not upstanding for her to do something like go and be in a relationship out of wedlock. It seems that is what she wanted to do, and perhaps she never did. And that is why she drove herself mad and has concocted this story that she did indeed become pregnant for Mr. Watson or Mr. Thompson, whatever it is. There's no right or wrong answer, but this is a great way to examine.
So now we're on to setting, and it occurred at a stoplight and it progressed throughout the day. This gives the readers ample time to build up the plot, and we also got to deal with the issue of class and prejudice. This also occurred in this. The play was also written in the 90s, and that was when women were expected to stay home and be housewives. She also wrote in the present tense, which gives us the ability to progress throughout the short story, and it also gives the ability to analyze the characters as much as we can.
That's right, Sharon. The setting is very important. And as this poem was, sorry, not poem, story, Lord. Anyway, as this story was set as a crossroads, it is very good to note that it's a story where the vehicles are going and coming and people are going and coming. But the mad woman herself is staying there. She's not moving, even though it's Sheraton she lives. Um, so it points to the ruination of her life, whether by her madness or by the story that she's telling us. In terms of class, it is very clear to see that yes, in that time, the woman was expected to go home and be housewife, but education was the way for her to better herself, and that's what the mad woman and her mother wanted her to do. But the mad woman wanted to passion and love, but she could not. So, everyone, what did you learn? I hope you were listening because we worked really hard on this how to video. First, examine the language of the poem. Make sure that you know what it is, and if you don't understand, consult a thesaurus. That is what my lecturer always tells me. After you have examined the language, continue on to the mood of the poem. Is it a happy poem? Is it a sad poem? Is it a mix of both? After that, go on to the setting. Examine where it is held and all of that. Don't forget to look up on the author and read about her or him. It is very important to see their background and their influence when writing the story. That's all the time we have, guys. I hope you enjoyed and learned something new. Till the next time we see you, may God richly bless you and bye.
You think I'm mad, miss? You see me here with my full head of hair and my notebook and pencil. Never go to street without my stocking straight and shoes shine good, for so my mother did grow me.